We were looking out the window and we saw a woman getting arrested, and Namjoon was trying to talk to the police out of arresting her, but it didn't work and he got arrested too. Then Jimin appeared out of nowhere and told us we need to get out of the penthouse ASAP.
Welcome to Bias Bites, a monthly multi-fandom K-pop podcast. I'm Morgan.
I'm Traci.
And I'm Megan.
And you're currently tuned into our sweet 16th episode. Today, we'll start off by catching up. We'll go over some of our favorite recent releases, and we will be reacting to some seriously unhinged K-pop related Reddit stories.
We have a super fun rapid fire in store with two very special surprise guests. So stay tuned until the end of the episode to see who is joining in on the fun.
And before we get into what we've been up to in K-pop, we just want to take a minute to say thank you for listening to Bias Bites and joining us, whether it's your first time tuning in or if you haven't missed an episode. We really appreciate that you're choosing to spend some time with us today.
If you enjoyed the show, please consider hitting the follow button wherever you're listening. You'll get notified of upcoming episodes, and it really helps out with this project we put a lot of care into.
And with that, I can't wait to hear what you both have been up to lately. So before we get into some actually delusional Reddit stories, it's time to catch up and hear about what we've been up to since last month. So Traci, what's been going on with you?
We finally finished Produce 101, so now we're waiting. And musically, I've gotten into the Thai emo world, early 2000s. It's interesting. I know, Morgan, I shared some of what I've been listening to with you the other day. It's like early 2000s screamo, and it's very different from the K-pop that we typically cover and listen to. Otherwise, I had some fun with food this week. I made potato salad for the first time, and it turned out so good. I ate the entire 5-pound bag of potatoes in a day and a half.
Oh my gosh.
It was so good. What is self-control? I don't have that. I had actually meant to put some aside for Megan, for your mom, and it was put aside. It was in its own container. And then the other night I came home and I said, I'm not cooking tonight. And so
Potato
I ate
salad.
it. So I owe your mom potato
She's going to be so
salad.
disappointed.
Oh my gosh.
She's going to be so disappointed.
Whoops, don't tell her. It was going to be a surprise anyway. But Morgan, what about you? What's going on in your world?
I also finished watching Produce 101 with Traci. If you want to listen to our last episode, we recapped the finale. And there's a debut group, Koi Keys. I've been just like so in it. I can't stop thinking about them and like rewatching their stages. But they did announce that they'll be debuting in October, so October 7th is their official debut date. So that's really all I've been up to. I guess that's more like J-pop. But last week was my son, who also likes K-pop. It was his 8th birthday. And I printed out a ticket to show him that we are going to go to the Blood Saga tour to see ENHYPEN in Dallas. So that was really cute. His reaction was funny. He was so surprised.
Oh, I love that.
Did he scream? Did he just like go into shock?
He like kind of was in shock. He was like, "Oh, we're going to Texas." Like, yeah, we're gonna go to Texas to see ENHYPEN. So I think once we actually start packing and like getting ready, it's gonna be a little bit more real.
God, yeah, it's going to be here before you know it. You're going to blink and you're going to be on the plane to Texas to go see ENHYPEN.
I know. I'm starting to like get everything together for it. My son's birthday is actually, it was World Blood Donation Day, and ENHYPEN did a campaign with the World Health Organization to encourage people to donate blood, which I just love that they're using their vampire concept for something so like helpful to not just like the K-pop community, but the greater population. So that's really all I've been up to, though. Megan, what's been going on with you?
So tomorrow makes it 2 weeks since we've seen Stray Kids at Gov Ball. I still haven't recovered. Still haven't. Still back there in Queens, in Flushing. Still at the stage. Still wondering why Felix is unbuttoning that jacket. Damn, that festival, Felix. I've been having so much fun, like, watching others stay, share their photos and their videos from Gov Ball, talking to people that, like, I met at a promenade in the park when we went to Central Park, met a lot of people there. It's been fun. So the entirety of Stayville is just kind of still living at Gov Ball. And then on top of that, today also makes 1 year since I saw them live at Dominate in New York. It's been both 1 year and 2 weeks since I've seen them in 2 separate timelines.
I can't believe that's a year ago already.
It's a year ago. My very, very, very first K-pop concert ever was 1 year ago today.
So
And
crazy.
I've been to so many more since. So I've been sharing a lot of like photos and videos with friends and on threads and everything from Dominate last year. And it's just been so much fun to like relive that night. We were talking about how we helped Chan summon a plane and how it rained on us both at Dominate and Gov Ball. So I guess it's just going to be that whenever I see Stray Kids live, it's going to rain. It's what the universe demands in order to see them put on a great show, I guess.
Was Thunderous on the set list both times?
Yes. Yes, it
Maybe they
was.
need to cut that one.
Maybe. But, Divine could also bring the rain. We don't
That is
know. It's just
true.
it's just that Stray Kids magic, I guess. On top of all of that, we got the official announcement that our sweet little baby bug Han Ji-sung, he finally has an ambassadorship, guys.
What is he ambassadoring?
He has an ambassadorship with the company Todd's, and he is actually leaving to go attend his first ever fashion week in Milan for them. I'm so over the moon excited for him.
I am getting influenced. The bags in the ads that he was a part of look so amazing. Like I feel like I could throw my whole life in them.
No, for real. I'm like, I don't need any more bags. I don't need to be influenced by these 8 men in this band anymore. And now I'm like looking at prices for purses. I'll justify it to my husband. It's like, no, you don't understand. I need this bag, this giant bag. It's my water bomb bag.
For that much money, it should be waterproof.
Is there a lineup for Waterbomb yet?
No, I still don't think there's a lineup for Water Bomb. I
So
still have not
crazy.
heard or seen anything about Water Bomb Vegas. I'm so curious if like ATEEZ is going to be there because I just every time I open Threads or Instagram, I'm seeing ATEEZ like being added to festivals all around the world. It seems. I think they just got added to a festival in Poland.
Yes.
So I'm like, they're just festival hopping in the same way that Stray Kids is festival hopping. So my fingers are crossed for one of them, one of the two of them to be at Waterbomb to justify me going.
Yeah, that festival is in like mid-August. I know it is a little bit controversial because there's some like
Yeah.
groups with issues within the company that are going to. So I'm curious to see if that festival like stays as is or if they make any adjustments to it. But if they're in Europe in August, they could definitely come to the US in September.
It's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. I have friends asking if I want to go to Mexico City to go to the Stray City show, and I'm just like, I'm still not recovered from Gov Ball, and you want me to go see Stray Kids at another festival? Are you trying to kill me?
That would be so fun though, like
It would be
getting
so fun.
totally into a whole different like environment and culture.
No, for real. The Latin America shows are going to be out of this world. I'm so excited that we get to watch Rock in Rio because they're live streaming that. So we will get to see the Stray Kids set at Rock in Rio live on YouTube. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Felix take off another shirt, probably, because that just seems to be his MO. And Sungmin will be back. Hopefully, God willing, fingers crossed, everything will be good with Sungmin and he'll be able to travel to all the Latam shows, and we'll get to experience from the comfort of our own homes via YouTube the glorious sung vocals live and in our ears.
That'd be nice.
I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to the Latin America shows, but I'm also not because I barely survived Festival Stray Kids at Gov Ball, and now there's back to back to back festival shows in Latin America. So I might be deceased by the end of it. Like, you might not hear from me until like Christmas. I mean, I might need a long time to recover. But yeah, on my end in my little K-pop corner, I've just been firmly living life in my condo in Stayville, watching everybody crash out over everything Stray Kids related and looking into the distance at the pirate ship, saying hi to ATs because they're also there.
Well, hurry up and recover from Govball because when they officially drop dates and everything for Coachella, we're going.
Whoa, okay, Jella.
Get ready.
I was talking to one of my friends about that the other day, actually. I have a friend who He's once and he traveled this year to go to a couple of the This Is Four stops. And he is like really hoping that Twice ends up at Coachella. And I'm like, me too.
It'd be so fun to see Twice live again, see what they're like in a festival setting. I'm so curious now about how other K-pop groups are in a festival setting as opposed to like a normal concert setting. Stray Kids goes feral, ATEEZ goes feral. I need to know what other groups do.
Hopefully we find out firsthand in what they said 2028.
We're almost there.
Yeah,
If you
basically.
have time blindness like I do, we're basically in 2028.
Well, speaking of time blindness, I feel like this summer has already been going by really quickly. I can't believe that by the time you guys are listening to this episode, it's July. It feels crazy. I wanted to take a couple minutes to go over some of our favorite releases that have come out of June and then what we're looking forward to in July. So, Tracy, is there anything that you've been listening to like on repeat this past month?
I was really excited about AHOF's new song Sugar High that came out on June 16th. And then on the 12th, BTS had a single called Come Over, and that dropped. And I sent it to both of you guys as soon as I saw that it was available.
I know Come Over was like a secret song on the vinyl before.
Really?
So it was like not known if it would come to streaming platforms. But I don't know if you remember when we went to see the live stream of Arirang in theaters, they performed that song.
I wouldn't have known any better because I'm like super new to them, but I think it's fantastic whether it's new or old.
I mean, it's not old, right? It was like very exclusive, but I do think that it is such a BTS song. Like the vibe is so good. And I love that the rap line gets highlighted. I really like Come Over.
I accidentally listened to it, I think it was like 3 or 4 times on repeat during the drive home as when it dropped, because I didn't realize, like, it just starts and ends the same and it just kept looping. And I was like, this is like a really long song.
Jungkook's voice sounds so good in it.
It's been stuck in my head.
I watched is that how you pronounce it? Ahof?
That's how I pronounce it.
Uh-huh. I don't
I
know.
think it sounds better than oh,
I watched the performance video for it. I know Helen in our group chat, like our stay group chat, has been posting about them a lot lately. I did not expect that song from the title because, like, Sugar High, I thought it would be like a cutesy, sweet song, but it is like super energetic.
yeah, it's very like just go, go, go. I was initially excited about it because there's this movie Empire Records. There's a song called Sugar High in it, and so I was like, "Oh, I wonder if it's like a cover or something similar." It was not, but it ended up being really good.
I have to check them out more, I think.
I definitely have like a handful of their songs on my liked songs playlist. So like when they do come on, I'm just like they're easy to jam out to. It's a good group. What about you? Have you had anything that came out that you're looking forward to?
Recently, I have had Iconic by Mistake like on repeat. I love Islet so much, and the collab with Cat's Eye and Le Seraphim. It came out on June 12th. The music video for this is so fun. I know, Tracy, I sent it to you like the day it came out. I was like, oh my God.
You're so
It,
chaotic.
it is so much. There's so many people having the three groups combined, but it is really cool to see how each of them like carries their group style into the song. So that has been my like jam out in the car song lately. Also, Shiny's back. They came out with a mini album on June 1st, Atmos, which is just like a shortened word for atmosphere. You know, SM has put out statements saying that it's supposed to be like a dreamy and emotional space to feel like you're like floating when you're with somebody special, which I love. The whole album is a cool vibe, I think.
I thought that was really cute. I like how they open it with like the "You're my savior and my scar."
I love the filming of it too. Like the music video has a very like blue toned filter. They start off separate and like come together at the end with the fireworks in the background. It was like so beautiful. And Blonde Damon.
Oh my god, The same haircut as Arno from Alpha Drive 1, but Arno does it better. Sorry. Not
My God.
sorry.
Are you kidding me? I think of Shiny as like OG. Like I know that they are not, but they were one of the first groups that I was exposed to like for K-pop. And so like in my head I like definitely think of Shiny as like the kings of K-pop. And so whenever they have a comeback, it's so exciting. The other thing that came out that I've been listening to a lot lately is Stacy. They came out with they're calling it a single, but it's a 4-song like mini EP that came out June 16th. I'm definitely going through like a girl group phase. I think it just makes life a little bit like brighter. It's like a good dopamine boost.
I'll have to check that out. I haven't listened to that yet.
I'll send you the music video because the MV is really cute. The outfits are all pastelly and they have some wacky editing that it's just like a nothing heavy, very light and bubbly and just like feel good.
I'm intrigued.
Megan, what has been on your radar lately?
Well, the song that has been on replay since they've now officially added it to Spotify, and it just made me over the moon that it's there now and I don't just have to keep YouTube on in the background at work, is the newest Han Pop that we got from him, Back to Life. Fully English release. It's gorgeous. Everything you want and more when Han drops a solo track. I've just been listening to it on repeat. I love it. It just gives me the warm fuzzies. Give him all of the awards for all of his songwriting ASAP, please.
I didn't realize that that song was new because I used it for the golf ball countdown when I did Han's dinosaur poster. I had no clue. I was just like, oh, like dinosaurs, like bring them back. And then that was my train of thought with it. I had no idea it was a new release.
Yeah, that is the newest Han Pop. Well, I guess it's more like Han Rock.
Yeah,
The way it's great. Like the lyrics are just they're gorgeous and all about, being knocked down but getting back up and can't hold him down and it's just I love when he sings on these things.
it feels so from the heart for him.
Yeah, no, it does.
And I know it is on streaming platforms, but I still actually keep going back to watch the Skiz player because it's such like a fun video. It matches the vibe of the song so well.
It does. It's Rockstar Han at his most rock star. Like he is a rock star. We love our Hani. He's born to be a rock star. But I'm also really excited because Han's Back to Life is the launching point of the next like Skiz replay music. All 8 of them are gonna be giving us solo tracks, and Hans was the first one to kick us off. And now us and Stayville are sitting here like gnawing at the bars of our enclosure, waiting for whose is gonna be next and when it's gonna drop because they're gonna drop it. We're gonna have no idea probably.
That's so exciting. It'll keep you on your toes.
It really will. So we have Come Back to look forward to, on top of like this new Skiz replay set of all of these solo songs from them.
Well, that is definitely something to look forward to.
And speaking of other things that we have to look forward to, the only other release this month that I am just waiting for with like bated breath that comes out, 80s with Golden Hour Part 5.
Yes. Right. So, Golden Hour Part 5 will be out by the time you're listening to this, but we are from the past and haven't gotten to hear it yet.
But just so you know, when future Megan drops her recap of what she's been listening to, it's probably going to be all Golden Hour Part 5.
I'm excited to see what they come up with for this one.
The teasers have been amazing. On June 11th, they dropped the teasers of the songs. And I have a feeling that this album is going to be just like Golden Hour Part 4, and it's going to be like no skip. They all sound like they're going to be bangers in their own right.
I'm sure we'll be talking about it so much next month.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Another thing that I'm looking forward to that will also be out by the time this episode comes out is Evan is debuting June 22nd. He's coming out with his single debut. It's going to be 2 tracks. The single's called Ride or Die. I'm so excited. It sounds so good. And we did find out that both songs are like fully written by him and like self-produced. So
Yay! I love that for him.
I'm sure I will have been streaming this nonstop. And also things to look out for is Yeonjun from TXT. His second solo album, No Labels Part 2, is coming out on July 10th. And we're just starting to have teasers like drift out to us for that. But I know Tracy loves Yeonjun's choreography. Um,
I also
but
love ice cream, so definitely excited.
so I'm really excited for that. But what about you, Tracy? Is there anything that you have like up and coming that you're going to be paying attention to?
I saw that P1 Harmony is dropping a mini album. It's a Japan release for Unique, expected on July 29th. I'm intrigued how that's going to sound, but I think it's going to be great. Excited for that.
A lot of things to look forward to.
Such much.
You can always see what we've really been listening to on our Instagram or TikTok. We post our top tracks at the beginning of every month. And so if you want to see what we've really had on repeat, you can go ahead and check that out. But are you guys ready to get into some Reddit stories?
We've been ready for like 3 weeks.
Okay, I thought it would be fun to read some K-pop Reddit stories for today's episode. I hope you guys, as our listeners, agree. We'll see. Today's episode was inspired by the Ghosties podcast. Macy and Natalie had done an episode back in April reading scary stories from Reddit, which made me think, like, I actually want to do this with a K-pop spin. So we have a few stories to read today, and I can't wait to get into it.
Before we do get into it too much further, we want to make a disclaimer that the rest of this episode is a bit PG-13, so just a little warning in case little ears are listening, you might want to throw on a pair of headphones.
And with that, let's get into our first story. I figured we'd start off in a classic fashion with a story from the subreddit Am I the A-hole?
I love that subreddit. There's some ridiculous stories there.
So, AITA for calling my girlfriend's K-pop obsession unhealthy. OP says, this is so stupid, and I honestly don't think I'm in the wrong, but my girlfriend is upset at me, and it makes me feel like I'm second guessing. My 24 male girlfriend, 24 female, is incredible. She's insanely hot and probably the nicest person I know. We've been going out for just around a year and a half and get along great. My one gripe is that she is obsessed with K-pop. Don't get me wrong, I'm not pooping on it. I respect her music taste. I even let her drag me to a concert a while back. It's definitely not my thing, but it makes her happy, so I don't really care. Recently, though, she seems to have gotten way more obsessed with this group, in particular, one guy named Bang Chan.
Oh, hold me back. Hold me back. Do not come after our Lord and Savior, Chris Bang-chan.
I'm not an insecure man by any means, but she's been taking it too far. She changed her lock screen to him. She carries a picture of him around everywhere. She has like 10 of them and matches them to her outfits. And she watches every live stream or video that has him in it too. It's odd, but mostly harmless, so I haven't said anything about it. I mean, I've had celebrity crushes before, like Sydney Sweeney, so I know it's normal to an extent, but my girlfriend takes it too far. Recently, she spent hundreds on several copies of the same album because apparently it enters you into a prize to draw a video call with the group. I'm not really sure how it works, but she obviously didn't win and was inconsolable. Not even about her reckless spending, but because she can't talk to Bang Chan. She managed to resell them, so that wasn't a problem, but I think her obsession with him is a little concerning. Just today, a picture she ordered arrived in the mail and she started cooing over how cute he looked. At this point, I'd had enough. I told her that her obsession was getting unhealthy and she needed to realize he doesn't actually give a poop about her and that she's falling for marketing. She got really huffy and said she knew that she was just having fun and I was being a jerk for making fun of her interests. I honestly think I've been really patient with her and I haven't said anything out of line. So, am I the a-hole here? All right. So, I'm sure we all have feelings about this.
Dare you take Christopher's name in vain on Bang Chan's internet?
I think this is probably a more nuanced conversation than just a Reddit post, obviously. This is just for fun. But I'm sure that this guy is not the only one who like feels this way. I'm like actually sure. I know like when I started listening to K-pop, my husband thought it was very weird. He was like, what is that? Like, why are there pictures of Korean guys everywhere? It's like, hold on. But like, I wonder if he's actually having a problem with the fact that like it's another guy or if it's just like an obsessive interest.
Probably a little bit of both, honestly. K-pop is a very, very expensive hobby, and when you fall down that rabbit hole, you fall down that rabbit hole hard. And if it gets its claws into you the way it's intended, you don't even realize how much money you spend on it.
I know for some people it's definitely like a slippery slope, especially if
Mhm.
you have like a bit of an addictive personality to begin with.
I think there's a few different factors to take into consideration. Is this a new hobby for her, though? I will side with him as far as having like different pictures to match to your outfits, depending on how in depth and how long she's been into this. But then there's also guys who just all you wear are sports jerseys, right? Like there's levels to it.
Reddit actually agreed with you, Tracy. They voted NTA, so not the a-hole, with a little over 1,100 votes. I definitely understand that, like, wearing a PC is considered odd right here. What do we think is a good way to express our interest in K-pop while not maybe coming across as like an obsessed quote unquote fan? I know for me, like I kind of love the animal representatives, like Skazoo, the Anatees,
Mhm.
Flubitsu, Enchant, because that's like a way to show your interest, to like keep a piece of your favorite groups with you without necessarily be like, "Oop, look at this like real person." Like somebody who doesn't know who they are just would think you have like a cute bag.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's actually what I have on my bag. I have Felix and I have Sungwa's animal representatives on my bag, and I get compliments on them just being like adorable little animals. And if people want to know, like, oh, where are these from? I could be like, oh, hey, let me tell you about my two favorite K-pop groups. Or if they just want to say, hey, your little bag charms are cute, I just say, hey, thanks, and go on about my day.
I love them. I do actually just carry around a picture of Jay with me everywhere. Um, I have the keychain that has a spot for an ID photo. But I definitely, when I'm like out and doing things, I keep the photo side like tucked in.
I have a PC holder of Bokari and I have a Felix PC in there, but that only leaves like my apartment if I'm going to a Stray Kids show or if I'm going to something that's like just K-pop related where I will be in the same space with others who have similar interests as me, who will probably have the same type of things on their person so we can like exchange like biases and stuff. Like you'll look at my bag and see my PC holder and be like, "Oh, you're a Stray Kids fan. Cool." But, like, if I'm going out to the grocery store, Felix stays home.
Right, the right place and time.
Yeah.
There actually is an update for this story.
Oh boy.
So the OP says, "Hey everyone, thank you for all the replies. I have read through everything, but obviously can't respond to it all. It's given me a lot of perspective, and I'm glad I'm not the a-hole in this situation. But honestly, I don't think she is one either. I think some of you might have gotten the wrong idea. She's not obsessed with Korean men or anything in general, just her K-pop group, and she's not prioritizing watching live streams over her dates or anything. I admit I blew some things out of proportion, so I feel like I should clear some things up. She doesn't carry the picture around in her hand or anything. It's on the back of her phone case. And in regards to the lottery raffle, she wasn't inconsolable in a literal sense. She was just sad and mopey, which I thought was disproportionate. I'm obviously not breaking up with her over something so small, but I did talk to her about it like some of you suggested. She reassured me that she was self aware and it was just for a bit of fun, but she said she understood how it might be a bit concerning or uncomfortable for me. She has ADHD, so she does fixate on things. Her childhood was also pretty rough, so she likes doing things that make her inner child happy, like this. She does seem to recognize that her interest is childish, but doesn't
Hard
want
to
to.
disagree there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but doesn't want it to get in the way of us. So she promised to tone it down a bit and be a bit more receptive to my own hobbies too. She has attended some of my gigs in the past and seems to enjoy the films we watch together, so this could be good for both of us. I think it really clicked for her when I asked her how it would feel if the roles were reversed, if I was carrying around a picture of Sydney Sweeney or Victoria D. Angelis all the time. Even if she wasn't jealous of them, she would find it creepy, right? She doesn't want to give up the cards completely because they're monetarily valuable, apparently, but she's put them in a binder instead of her phone case, which I think is much healthier. I'm really glad she was open and would like to thank you for all your help.
Honestly, probably much safer for the cards as well since they are valuable. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
Pokemon collecting,
Yeah, no,
right? Like
100%.
I I don't necessarily think it's childish. I think that different people get into it in different depths. I'm not huge on merch. I'm just not that person. And that doesn't make me a casual fan. I'm just like not, you know, not into all the keychains and all the stuff. I'm just more of like I like to listen to the music type of person. And I like the concerts and like the experience of it. I personally do have like 2 keychains on my bag and like a little Subin pin, and I do keep a super secret Subin sticker tucked inside of my phone case. Only I know it's there
I
and,
love that.
and K-popping around town and you too.
Leilani, when you're matching secret Subins, sending secret Subins.
I think it's fair that they had a conversation about it though, right? Like, everyone has their interests, and if you don't, you're probably weird.
I did think it was interesting that he brought up the fact that she has ADHD, because I feel like K-pop definitely does attract the neurodivergence. Like I get obsessive, especially when it comes to collecting. Like I know Tracy, you're like, I don't like know what to do with these things. I like get anxious about not completing collections. So K-pop is a little bit of like a dangerous place to be for that because like it's never complete. There's always something else coming out. There's always something else to get. But I think it was interesting that he like added that in there for sure.
I like that he followed up and clarified some things because it definitely sounded very dramatic at first.
No, definitely. The way he posted it made it sound like she was using Chan as like a replacement in her own relationship, obsession wise.
I think it's also valid to like definitely not the a-hole because very clearly he's concerned and that comes from a place of love, you
Yeah.
know? So
Absolutely.
it's healthy on both sides for him to be so concerned. And it's actually been scientifically proven that women who fangirl over things in adulthood, it's like a healthy thing for your brain, for dopamine, for happiness. It gets you out of your regular, life a little bit. And it's just the same as when guys watch sports or any hobby. There's definitely a fine line between being obsessed, right? And this doesn't
Hmm.
seem to cross that boundary in any way.
I did also want to just ask because OP brought it up at the end of his update there. Like, how would you feel if I started being like as into a female celebrity as you are into your like K-pop boys? What do you guys think about that? Especially if we're trying to put ourselves into this girl's shoes. How would you feel if your boyfriend suddenly was like as into like a Sydney Sweeney as we are to like our K-pop idols?
Hmm.
I feel like it depends on the reason for your interest. Is it lustful? Is it just like kind of how like I look at like Cordes or TXT and like you remind me of my brothers. Like I like this group for that reason. It's not any sort of like romantic thing. It's just like,
I like your music.
yeah, like what is your reasoning for it?
I'd be here like whether you were hot or not.
Yeah, I think that makes a difference, but it's also as you get to know that person, like what kind of person are they? And is it like a weird, actually weird thing?
Like, what's the vibe?
Yeah, male or female. Like there's definitely guys who get obsessed with K-pop too. And like it's, you know,
Well, Megan, I made Matt the JoJo PC, so you guys could be matching.
Yeah, like that's the thing. My husband really, really does like JoJo, singer of that famous track "Leave Get Out," which, by the way, was the last song that we played at our wedding. Fitting, I guess. Um, and Morgan did put together like an entire bias pack for him of just JoJo, and I thought it was the most hysterical thing ever. And he lit up like a kid on Christmas, and it was cute. It was adorable, but it's also like I am really, really super comfortable and confident and secure in my relationship that I could look at him having like a bias pack of JoJo and like a cute little PC holder with her photo in it and be like, "Ah, that's funny, that's cute. Now we match." And I feel like I don't have to worry about that in my relationship at least.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like opiate. Even though he said I'm not insecure by any means, I don't know if I fully agree with that. But
I mean, and a lot of that comes from how long you've been with the person too. Because it could have also been another thing like, what if his girlfriend was into this prior to him coming into the picture? Does he then expect her to just like give up K-pop and the biases and everything because she has like a legit boyfriend now? Or should he work to try to find like the common ground? It varies by person to person, by relationship to relationship, and stuff like that.
if you have an opinion, dear listener, to any of these stories, we'd love to have you drop them in the comments wherever you're listening to this podcast. I think it's fun. Let's have conversations. I thought that that was just a good, like, classic Reddit story to get us started off with.
Okay, listeners. So this second one here is about dreams related to K-pop. Have you ever had a weird, random, or cute dream about a K-pop idol? OP says, I've had quite a few dreams featuring K-pop idols. I tend to have constant nightmares, so I appreciate when my brain gives me something nice to dream about. I tend to write down my favorite dreams so I can remember them. So here are a few times I've had dreams with idols in them. Had this really adorable dream with Bumgyu, where working in a dog care facility. Funny enough, this came before I started actually working at a dog boarding facility. Anyway, we were friends and we always worked shifts together. One day we had to help out at another location. Usually we went together, so I was hurt when he didn't come with me. When I came back, I found him in our boss's office playing a video game, and when I asked why he didn't show up, he pouted and said that he thought I was mad at him. I said that I wasn't, and I kissed his cheek. This one was so delulu, but I loved it.
It sounds like Bumgyu not to work.
I just think back to the video where he was barking at the dog.
Yeah, Bumgyu is the dog, actually.
Maybe he was playing Animal Crossing. Who knows? My gosh. The second one on here that I'll read is a different dream she had where she was laying with Subin and for some reason her mom was standing over her next to the closet and the mom was really angry for some reason and was scowling. So she accidentally spilled something on Subin and her mom ran over to rip his shirt off and wash it. She says, I stood up and then this ugly dog walked in. In the same dream, my sister and I went to this event and started fangirling because we saw the Hunings, but they all had the same exact face. They kind of do. Not in a bad way. They just kind of, you can tell that they're siblings.
They look so alike.
All right. And then my final one I'm reading from this post is a third dream. It's her most recent dream that had a lot of elements. She says, it started off with my mom coming home from London wearing a really ugly outfit and trying to find me at school. Unrelated, but I kept having dreams of being back in high school. Anyways, I randomly was a K-pop idol and I was given my own variety show with Matthew of ZB1. They said it was because we were both American, but he's actually Canadian. But
I just really like that in her dream she was like, wait, he's not American. But OP really loves calling things ugly.
respect your mother. She's the reason you're able to afford these
I
albums.
mean, we don't know how old OP is, but like, who knows if like her mom just happened to have been wearing an ugly shirt in the dream and it like stuck out to her being like, why is your shirt so ugly?
Imagine your mom wearing ugly clothes and embarrassing you in front of Sudan. Ew, rude.
Before we get into comments, have you guys ever had any dreams about K-pop idols?
I have not personally.
No. What was yours, Megan?
I had a dream that I was a legit pirate on a pirate ship with AT.
Oh my god.
That is so funny. You were like stabbing the deck?
I was watching one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies and fell asleep halfway through it, so I guess it influenced my dream. And since AT's thing is that they're pirates, my dream was like, well, let's take Captain Jack Sparrow and just turn him into Hong Jung and just bring the rest of ATs with them. So I had a dream that I was just a pirate on the high seas, sailing around with ATs, getting into a lot of mischief.
That is so funny.
I think we were trying to get to a festival. I don't know.
Are we petitioning Disney to replace the animatronics with ATs?
That would be so
Oh my
funny.
god. Just ATs could re-record Yo Ho, A Pirate's Life for me, and they can play that through the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
That would be so fun. Oh my god.
So that was like one of the greatest K-pop dreams I ever had was getting to be a pirate on the high seas with ATs.
I feel like I never have any like super fleshed out dreams of K-pop idols. Like they just randomly appear like in everyday situations. A couple weeks ago, I fell asleep watching the Enhypen podcast, the like Spotify Korea podcast. And in my dream, I was like going somewhere with the kids on the bus. And I like look back and Jake is the bus driver. And I just was like, "Oh my god, like you're Jake." And all he did was like put his finger up to his lip to be like, "Shh." That, that was literally it. I was just like, "Oh, okay." And then I sat back down on the bus and started talking back to my kids. But I actually think it would be really funny for like a variety show for idols just to do some like random jobs. Bus driver would be a funny one.
Would love that so
I'm sending
much.
that to the networks.
Like Undercover Boss, it's Undercover Idol.
Undercover idol. That's actually a really good idea.
So I'm actually going to read one out of the comments on this. A couple of years ago, I had a long dream about Namjoon and Taehyung, and I don't know why it happened because I don't stand BTS, but I'll sum it up. Basically, my mom and I moved out to LA when we were looking for a house to live in. For some reason, we didn't do it before moving there, but that's neither here nor there. We found a huge penthouse with like 10 bedrooms, and it was suspiciously cheap. My mom said, it's kind of ugly, but let's get it anyway. So we tried to find the owner, and it ended up being Taehyung. He was in the kitchen, and my mom said the penthouse is ugly, but she wants to buy it anyway. And he looked super offended, and I was embarrassed. But he sold it to us anyway, and there was already furniture in every room. The only thing we had to buy was toiletries and kitchen utensils. The next day, we were sitting on a couch looking out the window, and we saw a woman getting arrested, and Namjoon was trying to talk to the police out of arresting her, but it didn't work, and he got arrested too. Then Jimin appeared out of nowhere and told us we need to get out of the penthouse ASAP because Taehyun wasn't the owner and he stole it from the woman who was getting arrested, which makes no sense. But we left the penthouse and stayed at a hotel called The Fellowship. And then out of the blue, I realized, oh my God, I never told my work boss I went to LA and I was scheduled to go into work the next day at 9 a.m. So I told my mom this and she said, well, obviously we can't make it back to my old city, but tomorrow you need to lie to your boss and tell her that you can't because I'm on probation, which was true in real life, and I'll probably get fired. The dream was a massive dumpster fire and so confusing, but every now and again I think about it and it makes me laugh really hard.
I love that even in her dream, Taehyun is like scheming something up.
That's such a roller coaster. Oh my gosh.
I want to know why the cops were arresting the woman who owned the penthouse.
I want to know why Jimin was the one that had to break that news. Imagine only having to buy like toiletries and kitchen utensils, though. I would love that.
Getting into something a little bit more intense than just a dream, I'm reading a story from r/Kpop help that was posted 3 years ago. OP says, my friend, 23 male, and I, 23 male, are really into K-pop, but I recently found out that he likes Tobias way more than he let on. He just recently started talking about his fantasy with his bias and how he would really love to date her and he would treat her right, which, if you're just reading this, is fine and all. But from what I hear, it's on the verge of being delusional to the point where seeing a guy in her music video set him off really bad, and a rumor about her and her manager legit ruined his day. As his friend, I want to step in and maybe snap him out of it, or at the very least, help him through/past whatever he's feeling right now. How would you handle such a situation? I want to read a comment that I thought was just like pretty straight to the point. A Redditor said, you need to tell him that he's being delusional. Also, he may need some professional help if he's that obsessed with someone who will never know that he exists. And OP says, I'll try easing him into the delusional part, and I hope it works even just a little bit. Professional psychiatric help is kind of difficult in our country because of the stigma and high cost of specialists, as well as the stigma against K-pop in general. But thank you for your input. Have either of you guys ever come across someone who is like scarily delusional?
Oh my god. I can tell you the origin story, the Threads troll that lives under the bridge in Stayville. I'm not gonna give usernames away, not gonna say this person's name, but those of you who are Stray Kids fans, I know you know Lino, who we're talking about here. There is this one Threads account that nowadays, when new stays come into the fandom and they're given a pamphlet that tells you all about Stray Kids and being a stay and living up in Stayville, this person's username is included and you are told to block them immediately. This person has a very, very, very unhealthy obsession with Bang-chan. They seem to think in their head that they are soulmates and that she is the one he is going to marry, and that it is her job and she was put on God's green earth to save him from the K-pop industry because obviously he is being forced to take his shirt off on stage and be sexy, and this is not at all what he wants to do or who he is. And you mention that man's name on Threads if you don't have this specific account blocked, and she is in your comments telling you literally that you were going to burn in hell for sexualizing him, and it's bad. Like, this person honestly, truly, truly needs help.
Wait, you said that people send out like something to warn new stays of this account?
Yes, on Threads, if somebody posts in the Stray Kids Stay like tag, and they say, "Oh my god, I just discovered Stray Kids. I'm really enjoying like learning about them. What can you tell me? What do I need to know?" The really like big name Threads accounts will be like, "Hey, hi, listen, we love that you're here. We're so excited. We love new stays. There is this account. Please make sure that you block them because they are not a safe person and they will eventually come after you in the comments."
That is so crazy. Why is it always Chan?
His sasangs are something else, man.
Do you remember? I think the person who posted it deleted it, but there's this one woman who she was married and she like admitted it. She was catfished.
Yes,
She thought she was talking
yes,
to Bangsham. It was like a
yes.
6-part series.
I remember that being everywhere, and I remember reading about it. I did not want to deep dive into it. I did not want to throw myself down that rabbit hole, but just skimming it, I was just like, why? Why would you ever think that he would reach out to you?
So I guess like she didn't believe it at first, but the person who was catfishing her was a sasang. So whoever was catfishing as pretending to be Bang Chen was providing info that the woman was like, no one else would have known. But like obviously sasaengs are crazy and have way too much information and pay for that information. But
Mhm.
like girly pop, you are married and you like even if so, like why would you just be texting a Stray Kids member? So crazy.
Yeah, and going back to the account that shall not be named, the troll under the Stayville Bridge, as they've been coined by many, many a person. This person truly, truly believes that they are Chan's soulmate. They write poetry. A lot of it seems to be AI generated poetry that they post on Threads to him. Used to tag his Instagram and the Stray Kids Instagram account on Threads until Threads got rid of that function. She's doxed people. She's called people's like places of employment to try to get them fired, saying that they were sexualizing Chan. I have her blocked for my own peace of mind, but I know people on Threads that like don't have her blocked because they want to keep compiling evidence to try to get like her account fully taken down. So I will see things like in passing that they'll post about what she's up to, and it's just so much attacking of people. I mean, people could just compliment Chan and say like, "Wow, he looks great. He takes great care of his body, obviously with all the working out he does." And immediately she's in the comments like, "How dare you sexualize him?" And they're like, "We're not. We're just complimenting the fact that he seems to take really great pride in like working out and keeping his body like strong for what he does." It's so crazy.
She's obviously super delusional because you know that man would love people complimenting him like that.
Like, she truly, truly believes that one day Chan is gonna wake up and realize he doesn't need to be a member of Stray Kids anymore. He needs to be like her husband.
I have a theory here. Hear me out here.
Okay.
Maybe it's JYP.
God.
No. No, I'm surprised they haven't gone after her, honestly.
So am I.
Unfortunately, the K-pop industry is not as good at protecting idols from sasaengs as they really should be. Uh,
No, absolutely.
all right. So this he actually did post an update. He said, "Thanks everyone who responded. I learned a lot about this whole thing, where these feelings can come from, and what I as a friend can do to help. I can't reply to all of you, but no, I appreciate you all taking time to share and give advice. I have a pretty good idea of what now to do moving forward. Thanks again, everyone." So that's a good ending. I hope he does get a chance to get his friend just back down, feet on the ground, into reality a bit.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
I know, like, I've mentioned in the past that that's, like, one thing I don't love about K-pop is that parasocial push and how it does seem to really trigger people who might have underlying, mental health situations
Mhm.
happening. I also, like, totally don't even consider we take for granted, like, that we have help for mental health available here, and I never really considered that other places just don't.
Yeah.
So wild.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works out, though.
Our next story is definitely more lighthearted, I promise.
Yes. Okay. And now we pivot from the delusional side of K-pop to the oh my god, I just discovered a new group side of K-pop. I present to you a Reddit post titled "It's been 3 weeks since I discovered Stray Kids." And disclaimer, I did not write this. I, 33 female, have nobody to talk to about this. It started with a TikTok compilation of Felix's parts in the Skiz most popular songs. That's how I learned about God's Menu, Megaverse, and Maniac, and where I noticed Hyunjin. I've been obsessing over his fan cams for about 3 days until a popular search, Stray Kids Gay Moments, caught my attention and threw me into the Skiz meme world. After a YouTube compilation about Lino being a menace to Stray Kids, I just couldn't stop. I have been devouring content about everything Skiz related. I fall asleep to their songs and wake up to watch variety shows I have never heard about before so I can spend more time with the boys. But it wasn't enough. I started watching their content from the beginning, all the trailers, music video teasers, unveils, and intros, pretending not to know what was awaiting them in the future. I got emotional watching them get their first award. I cheered for them during Kingdom. I've been running around picking clues about Stray Kids lore in Skizflix, mixtape on track. I am still salty about not getting a proper Be Me music video. I miss their street version era. I am mad about how they cut Lino from God's Menu. I feel deeply nostalgic listening to Levanter and hope they perform the Myro prank dance live. I only skipped the Stray Kids reality show because I don't think I can handle the eliminations. I've seen the clips. Today I ugly cried when Mrs. Bang posted the poem in reaction to Goodbye. It's been 3 weeks. Technically, I am a newborn stay, but somehow it feels like I've been there since the beginning. I am devastated that they are touring in Europe and I can't go see them. Please indulge me. Share your stories about how the Stray Kids distribution system found you. Ask me questions. Help me get it out of my system. That was so sweet and wholesome.
So sweet.
I love when people discover Stray Kids. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
What a like rabbit hole in 3 weeks too. That is like so much content in such a short period of time.
So much content. I'm actually kind of proud because I've been a stay since December 2024 and I still haven't devoured all of the content yet.
There's so much.
So much. I love it though. But I have to ask you guys, what was your last K-pop rabbit hole slash obsessive research?
As far as like researching a new group that I found out about and like getting into the members, it's actually been a while. I feel like a lot of the groups I've been getting into lately were formed on survival shows. So you don't really have to do that same like deep dive. Like you go into debut getting to know them. But I actually didn't watch Project 7 until after I got into Close Your Eyes. I think it was at the end of last year that one of their songs popped up on just like a Spotify playlist and I became obsessed. So I like deep dived into them so hard, like very cliche. Like I need to learn the members. I watched all their music videos. I started watching their like content on YouTube. I started going back to watch the survival show they were formed on. even though I know who debuts, obviously. But that was really the last time I like deep dived into a group, like couldn't get enough of their content, just needed to know about all of them.
I have actually never. I'm not huge on content. I really just learn most of anything I have seen through Instagram. If you guys like send me things, I will watch it, but I'm not like a deep dive person. I don't really fixate on things generally. So it's like hard for me to jump in and like research things. I just don't, my brain doesn't have that type of bandwidth.
I was gonna say Tracy like ends up learning a little bit about so many artists and groups. Like you'll casually drop things. I'm like, Tracy, how do you know that? But it's so funny, like just the different way because I know I'm not alone. Like I have heard stories and like I've had friends who they get down that rabbit hole so quick to like find out everything about a group. I actually think it's really refreshing and just like a cool different perspective that you get it almost like
Incrementally.
yeah, like dripped instead of flooded.
Yeah, no, I love that you're more go with the flow, good vibes only type of like learning about a group or an artist or a song and stuff like that. It is very much refreshing to not dive down the rabbit hole and watch 17 years worth of YouTube videos in 2 days.
Now my comfort video is Kenshin's What's in My Bag.
Oh no. I will say I do learn fun facts through my scrolling. I am very much a brain rot scroll person. I know that I think Morgan, you definitely hear like me and Lisa at work talk about things or like even just like things your own kids are like interested. I'm like, that's my Instagram feed is that of like a 12-year-old boy. I'm just very much on the brain rot channel and it's like Quandel Dingle and this one fun fact about Cordis's Red Red is that it's actually in like Morse code, like the backbeat.
It's funny. You would get along great with Maki from Antine. He is like brain rotted, but very funny.
Yeah, I'm like, what is a normal conversation anymore?
Yeah.
Hold on. Look at this picture of John Pork.
So I have a comment from this Reddit post again about how fantastic it is when baby stays discover Stray Kids and become one with the rest of us here in Stayville. I love it so much. The comment goes, older in age, stay here as well. You followed my trajectory almost identically. I first found out about them when my daughter wanted to go to the last Maniac tour. There was no way I was going to spend $200 to $300 on concert tickets. I ended up taking her and just sat in the parking lot until it was over. If only I could go back in time. Within a month, I was hooked, and since then, I can't seem to get enough of them. That seems to be Stray Kids' MO.
Yeah, I cannot tell you how many moms reached out to us on TikTok and Instagram before Govball, being like, I'm bringing my daughter. She got me into Stray Kids and now I'm obsessed. And so I think that is like such a cute thing to have in common too with your mom.
It really is. I loved seeing everybody post photos and videos all over social media from Govball, and it was a lot of moms and daughters and a lot of like moms and daughters meeting other stay moms and daughters and just like forming this whole like huge group of stay moms and daughters that were all seeing like Stray Kids for the very very first time. It was so wholesome, and I love that part of a fandom. I love when people who've like never heard any group really before and somehow stumble into it and they're like, "Oh my god, this is the thing that's been missing." It's always said with Stray Kids, like, Stray Kids finds you when you need them the most.
I love that. I feel that way about a lot of like K-pop in general, actually. It seems like now Stray Kids is a lot of people's like first introduction to K-pop, but a couple years
Mhm.
ago it definitely would have been mostly BTS.
Blackpink, I would say too.
Actually, Blackpink was one of the first groups I got into, but like they just didn't hook me in. I think like BTS, Stray Kids, ATs, they all have these like compelling stories and like storylines that I think,
Mhm.
especially if you are going through like a hard time, it is like a safe, fun, healthy distraction as long as you don't end up getting so obsessed like some of the people we've talked about today. But like it just can be such a good way to just like get some joy and happiness back into life.
So speaking of joy and happiness, OP ended up posting an update. So OP goes, "Guys, You are all so nice and welcoming. Thank you for sharing your stories and recommendations. I couldn't respond to everyone, but I promise I am reading everything. You are both cracking me up and making me emotional. This is my first time actively participating in a fandom, and I am so happy I did.
That's so sweet.
I love when not even like K-pop fandoms, but just fandoms as a whole. I love when they are open and welcoming and accept new members to the fandom with open arms. They don't gatekeep, you know, newbies to the fandom ask questions, and people are like, hold on, I have everything listed for you alphabetically, chronologically, by severity, like however you need. I am here to help you, like, immerse yourself in the fandom. Like that, I feel like is the greatest part about being a member of any fandom. You know, music, television, books, movies, video games, doesn't matter. Like just the sense of community and people being like, "Oh my god, you love the same thing I do. Let me show you what I love about it so you can also experience the joy it brings me."
I do think K-pop is like a little bit special, especially like as a woman though, like being able to fangirl with other women, to like make friends from all over, not just the country, but the world. Like I really feel like my life is so much happier. I have such more of a sense of community since like really getting into K-pop and investing time and relationship building with other people who have the same interests. It is like so rewarding and so fun.
I love as like such a newcomer that it is such an age neutral thing. I know you had actually made a comment a couple of weeks ago about it being similar to like the rave culture where it is just like that peace, love, unity, respect largely like the majority of it is just very welcoming and just very open arms.
I love it. And I love that we get to once a month spend a couple hours talking about K-pop when things are exciting. Like I have you guys to text. And it's just such a bright light, I feel like, in life that can be hard a lot of the times.
I like the difference that coming from the music community that I've been immersed in for years, you wear the wrong band t-shirt and someone goes, "Oh, you like them? Name 3 songs." And it's like you don't get to just enjoy it because you enjoy it. It's like you have to study it and you have to prove yourself as a fan. And I think that music is supposed to be like universal. Everyone's supposed to be able to enjoy it, and it's a very nice departure from the norm, I think.
I love it. The chaos isn't over quite yet. This month, Cassie and Leilani from the K-Popping Around Town podcast are joining us for a rapid fire.
If you haven't checked out their podcast, we really, really recommend that you give them a listen. All of their info will be linked in the show notes for this episode.
So, ready or not, let's get into our super special rapid fire.
All right. So today we have a very special guest with us for our rapid fire. We have Cassie and Leilani from the K-Popping Around Town podcast. If you guys want to say hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
We're excited to be here.
I'm so glad you guys could make it today. We recorded an episode with the K-Popping Around Town ladies. It's out now, and you can listen to that on their podcast where we played some really fun K-pop related games. And so today for a rapid fire, we're going to wrap up this episode with another fun K-pop game. So are you guys ready?
Yes, a
Yeah.
little nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's going to be fine. All right. So a law was passed last night in the Republic of Korea that drastically changed all of the contracts from K-pop idols. So now every single idol is labelless. Somehow we won the bid to get the first pick in a restructuring process. So today, going forward, idols will be drafted to labels much like a fantasy football team or picking your kickball team when you're in elementary school. So here's the deal. You're able to draft 5 male K-pop idols to form a group. We're going to be going in a round. So you are going to keep picking. After round 3, there's going to be a chance to steal from someone else's group. But an idol can only be in one group. So if someone snatches your alt bias, and it's after round 3, you're out of luck. We're trying to fill the following positions: leader, vocal, dance, rap, and a wild card position. We're doing this in a round style. So basically, whoever goes first is going to the back of the line, and then the second person is first, so on and so forth. So today, we're going to have Traci is up first, and then Leilani, Megan, Cassie, and then I'll go last. Like I mentioned, I'll be keeping track of our group, so no worries if you forget. Are you guys ready to draft our K-pop groups?
I don't know if I've
Any
ever made
questions?
such an important decision in my life, but yes, I'm ready.
So nervous.
All right. So, like I mentioned, it's going to be Traci first. Traci, we're going to start with leader. So, who are you picking for your leader?
Is there a concept to the group yet, or is that after?
This is after.
Okay.
And we will get into something your group will be doing, so keep that in mind.
Oh, Martin from Cordis.
Okay. And Leilani, who are you choosing as your leader?
I have to pick Namjoon.
Okay. Rats.
I can't believe you just did that.
I smell betrayal. Oh no.
I want the group to be successful.
Megan, who are you choosing as your leader? I want to caveat something. No two members from the same group are able to be part of your group. Sorry, I should have led with this. Yep,
You just
one
crushed Cassie's
person
dreams.
per group. They have to separate. This is a whole new project, so keep that in mind. I figured when I was saying this to you, I knew you were going to probably try to get another Stray Kids member, so I didn't want you to get out with your first one.
Can I ask a question real quick too?
Of course.
Do we have to choose them in the category of their official debut category, or if they've really shined in another way through their solo work?
No, yeah, you
does
don't
that
have to
count?
do. Most groups nowadays don't have official positions. If you think somebody would make a good leader, feel free to choose them for the leader of your team.
Oh, okay. I wasn't even thinking that, but I'll explain that later. Okay.
Megan, who's your leader?
Hate you. You've just thrown all my plans out of. See, this is tough because I know who I want for my vocalist, which hurts who I can use for my leader.
You can have the vocalist be your leader if you think they'll be a good leader.
Well, then I'm taking Sungmin.
Oh. Sungmin.
I think it'll be hysterical watching this savage puppy try to be a leader.
He's so cutie.
Sung vocal supremacy.
All right, Cassie, who's your leader?
Hongjoon from ATEEZ.
Oh, good
Captain,
pick.
our captain.
Captain, our captain.
I am going to say EJ from Anteam.
Oh.
All right, so now since we're going in a round, it's going to be Leilani's chance to go first, and Traci will be at the back of our line. So, Leilani, who are you choosing as your vocalist?
Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna have to pick. Pardon my pronunciation. I'm gonna spell it. He's from EXO. Baekhyun.
Baekhyun?
Baekhyun? Yes, he's my vocalist.
Good choice. And Megan, your vocalist?
Jooyeon from Extraordinary Heroes.
Good choice. Good choice.
What about you, Cassie?
I'm going to go with Onyu from SHINee.
Oh, good choice.
Okay, I will pick Taehyun from TXT. Sorry, Traci. Don't look at me like that.
I almost picked him. I almost picked him.
Traci, don't forget, you do have a chance to steal after round 3. So who's your vocalist going to be, Traci?
Oh, goodness. Sunghoon
Awesome.
from Enhypen, for those who don't know.
From his left elbow that you bias.
Oh, no, his left elbow is the main visual for the group.
Oh,
Why?
okay.
And it
I
doesn't
feel
count
there's
as
a story behind
memory.
this.
This one.
There is a story.
It's just the only thing that stood out to me initially. So
Huh.
I'm like, oh, that's how I identify him, by his elbow.
That's
Traci
interesting.
mentioned before her facial blindness, so she picks out other parts of idols that she finds distinguishable.
Like at the Mama Awards, when TXT came on, I saw Subin's nose and I went, oh my god, it's TXT. I texted Morgan, I said, Subin!
All right, Megan, you're up next for round 3. Who is your main dancer?
Since I have chosen my vocal puppy from Stray Kids, I can't take my favorite menacing cat. So I will take my other favorite puppy and go with Yuno from ATEEZ.
Oh,
Good choice.
Good
And
choice.
Cassie, who's your dancer?
The one and only Park Jimin.
Nice.
Awesome.
Excellent choice.
Does this make up for losing Namjoon?
Well, now that I know I can't have them both,
Yeah,
we'll talk
that
later.
makes a difference, right?
We'll talk.
But, you know, everything's changing. We got to help them like break out a little bit. So,
Yes.
all right. And then Traci, your dancer.
Ardo from Alpha Drive 1.
Okay.
Also an excellent choice. All excellent choices so far, guys.
Yeah.
Leilani, who's your main dancer going to be?
Riwoo from Boy Next Door.
Okay. So now we have a chance to steal. So Cassie's going to get a chance to steal first. Cassie, are you trying to steal Namjoon from Leilani or
No, because then
from
I'd have to give up
Megan?
Jimin, right?
Oh yes, you are right. You would have
Yeah.
to give up Jimin.
So
All right.
I won't steal. Everybody's boys are safe from me.
Perfect. Leilani, are you trying to steal from anybody?
No,
You're happy?
I'm pretty happy with mine.
Megan?
I'm content with my gaggle of golden retrievers.
I'm also happy with my team so far. Traci, though, are you trying to steal anybody?
No, I'm
No?
good.
Okay.
You can keep Taehyun.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right. So, Cassie, you're going to be first up to choose a rapper.
I am choosing G Dragon.
Ooh, good choice.
Oh,
Excellent choice.
nice one.
All right. I am going to choose Shinlong from Alpha Drive 1. Traci, your rapper.
Yosan from ATEEZ.
Mm.
Small but mighty.
Leilani, your rapper.
Yeonjun from TXT.
Solid.
Megan, your rapper.
Okay, I'm sticking with the animal theme I got going on here.
I like
Give me
that.
my other favorite cat. I'm taking Suga.
Amazing.
Nice. I didn't even think of him. Don't tell him. He didn't even cross my mind. Yeonjun came first.
Sugar, cover your ears if you're listening.
Yes, cover your little cat ears.
Well, now is wild card. So this is where you get to fill out your group and choose whoever you're looking to kind of round this out. So I'm going to go first on this one. I have my leader as EJ, my vocal is Taehyun, my dancer is Nikki, my rapper is Shinlong. I'm trying to think of a person who would fit well in here. I'm going to put Jungkook as my wild card in here. I think he would fit well. All right. And so, Traci, so far you have Martin as your leader, Sunghoon as your vocalist, Arno as your dancer, Yosong as your rapper. Who's your fifth member?
That's hard. I want to say Wumudi from X-Love.
Nice.
Because I think would be an interesting dynamic. Because Moody's already the leader for X-Love, so to have to follow Martin would be chaotic.
That would be funny. I feel like Wumudi would be running that in like 2 minutes.
100%.
The fake leader.
Yes.
Leilani, so far your team is Namjoon as the leader, Baekhyun as the vocalist, Ryu as your dancer, and Yeonjun as your rapper. Who's taking that fifth spot?
A very, very troublesome individual that I battled with over years, Nikki from Enhypen.
Oh, he's on my team. You can't steal him from me.
Oh, I can't take him? Oh, son of a biscuit. I skipped that. I have to pick another wild card.
You can't take my main dancer. Come on.
Fine. Fine. Gosh. And they can't be in the same group. Oh, you know who? Sammy from the Rose, just for the heck of it. Like, let's just put him in there. He will cause chaos. Like, I feel like he would be just so much fun. I know he's technically not K-pop. I know it's K-pop, but just throw him in there.
We'll take it. I also feel like he fits in, like, so far your group is leaning not older, but like we have some K-pop
Yes.
veterans in there. All right, Megan, so far Sungmin is your leader, your vocalist is Juyeon, your dancer is Yunho, and your rapper is Suga, who is your wild card.
Need a visual. I don't think this person's been taken. If they have, I have a backup. Lee Han from Boy Next Door.
Not yet.
Very nice.
Lee Han, you are now my visual.
Do you know I read
And
somewhere that
to look
like
at.
when people go to get like plastic surgery, his face was one of the top ones that men say they want to look like. That's a little
Oh,
creepy,
wow.
but he's that attractive.
Wow.
Good inspiration. All right, Cassie, you're going to complete up our teams here. So far, your leader is Hangjun, your vocalist is Onu, your dancer is Jimin, your rapper is G-Dragon. Who's your fifth member?
In lead of comic relief is Bam Bam.
Perfect.
Bam.
Oh my gosh, that would be so
Actually.
funny.
All right, so now we have our 5 groups. And Mnet, since they've had to struggle this whole week while this law has been being passed, they haven't been able to air anything. So they decided to go all out and make a festival happening this weekend, calling it Fire Fest, like the BTS song.
Not Fire
But
Fest.
we obviously don't have time to put together original songs, so we're going to be doing cover performances. So let's think of a song that your group is going to be covering, and we'll start with you, Megan.
Halazia by AATs.
Awesome. Cassie, do you have anything in mind?
Well, my group heard that Leilani's gonna be in the audience, so they're gonna cover Chopping by Super M.
I was talking to Traci today about how much I love chopping. When it's
That's right. What is chopping?
We're chopping.
It's not a word. It's not a word.
It's gonna really get the audience pumped up. That is what we need.
It might
That-
not be a
that
word,
is
but it is
true.
like an ethos of how to live your life. I feel
can't.
like.
I can't go there. My comparison is I love Ring Ding Dong because I think Ring Ding Dong knows itself well enough to not take itself too seriously. I feel like Jopping has a tie on and takes itself way too seriously. That's my issue with Jopping. But I agree it will get the crowd hyped up.
I think it takes like a certain person to really appreciate like chopping, sticker. There are just some songs that are art and not everybody gets it. So I understand. All right, Tracy, what is the song that your group is going to be covering?
It's hard. Young Posse Macaroni Cheese.
I love that for you. I think Arno's going to do a really good job dancing to that.
I see it.
And Leilani, what song is your group going to be covering?
Because if for no other reason, I think it would be really funny. Lucifer. I think that would be really
Yay!
funny. Like going
Yeah,
in the
that would be
Wayback
good.
Machine.
Now I need to think. I think I'm going to choose this because I have Nikki and Jungkook on my team. I think they're going to be covering Taemin's Guilty.
Ooh.
I was planning to choose Dance the Night Away, which is a totally different vibe. Twice Taemin, But
Yes.
all right. I can't wait to hear all of these covers at the concert this weekend. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. It was so much fun. I appreciate you doing this rapid fire with us. Before we go, do you guys want to let the Bias Spiders know where they can find you?
Okay. We are on Instagram at K-Poppin' Around Town. And we have a little, that little line thing
Underscore.
in between an underscore in between each word. And you can find our podcast, K-Poppin' Around Town, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Thank you so much for having us. It's
This
been
was
fun.
great.
Oh my gosh, of course. It's been so fun. We'll also be linking the K-Poppin' Around Town socials in our description. So if you want to check out their podcast or their Instagram, you can go ahead and click the links in our show notes. So thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. I had so much fun.
Thank you for not stealing
Thank
my
you.
members.
You're welcome.
A big thank you again to Cassie and Leilani for joining us today. We also recorded an episode of K-Popping Around Town, and that's out now. Please give it a listen on their podcast and let them know that we sent you.
If you would like to listen to us collab like this again, please let us know. You can find us everywhere at Bias Bites Pod.
Tune back in next month. It's Traci's turn to run the show. New episodes of Bias Bites come out the first Wednesday of every month.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode.
We'll catch you next time. This has been
Bias Bites.